Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another math lesson. We are going to start our day by reviewing all of our 3D shapes. Remember, that is what we're learning about. Yesterday, we learned about a new one, which was the cone. And we're going to review all of our shapes that we've already learned. So we know 3D means three-dimensional, right? You can measure how tall, long, and how wide a shape is, right? This first shape that I'm looking at, the green one, is a sphere. If you look in the video, you can see here is a sphere and it's round and curved. It looks like a little ball, right? We know that it can roll, but it can't really stack. If I try to stack another one on top, doesn't really work, right? Because it's curved. What about a cube? A cube is flat, right? It has 6 flat surfaces that are all squares. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many vertices does a cube have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 vertices. Because a cube is flat, we can't really roll it, right? It just kind of flips over, doesn't really roll. But a cube can stack. So I can stack another cube on top because it has a flat surface. What about this one here, this yellow one? What is that? A cylinder. We know a cylinder has 2 flat surfaces, 1, 2, and it's also curved and round. So a cylinder can roll and a cylinder can stack. Yesterday we learned about a cone, right? An ice cream cone. We know that it has a flat surface here that's round, which makes it curved, and it has a point or 1 vertice. A sphere, we said, can roll in a circle, but it can't really roll far away. And a cone can't stack this way, but it can stack on top of something else because it's flat. All right, we're going to review all of our shapes in a song. And we've already heard this song before, but I thought it could be a good refresher to help your brain remember what we've already learned about. So it's coming on now.
Welcome to 3, 2 Wonder. I'm Dr. Jeff, and today I'm...
Okay, here we go.
Shapes, 3D shapes. I know cube, cone, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, cone, sphere, and cylinder. Shapes, 3D shapes. I know cube, cone, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, cone, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, 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 cube. Can't you see? Can't you see? You look like a dice. You look like a dice. Roll with me. Roll with me. Cone, 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 cone. Can't you see? Can't you see? You look like a party hat. You look like a party hat. Dance with me. Dance with me. Cube. Cube. Dice. Dice. Cone. Cone. Party hat.
Okay, so to begin our lesson, I would like you to go get your green Go Math journal, and you're going to need a pencil and an eraser. If you have a whiteboard at home, like a small whiteboard that we keep in our desk with an Expo marker, a dry erase marker, you can get that. If you don't have it, don't worry, you just need this. Okay. So our lesson today is on 2D shapes and 3D shapes. So we know that 2D means two-dimensional shapes. And two-dimensional shapes, let's just remind ourselves, that's this side over here. So a 2D shape is what we learned first, and that's a circle, right? You can draw a circle on a piece of paper, a square, a rectangle. Ooh, what's this one? A hexagon, right? Because it has 6 sides. And a triangle. So we've already learned about these 2D shapes. Then, remember, our whole new lesson was on 3D shapes. So we just learned these shapes over here. A cone, a cylinder, a cube, and a sphere. So we're going to learn about the differences between two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes. Let's take a look over here. Here's a 2D shape on this side. A 2D shape is something you can draw. So if you look at this picture here, they're drawing a circle on a piece of paper. You can draw a 2D shape. It is flat. Let's look on this side. Here's a 3D shape. If you look at the picture, we see somebody holding a sphere. You can grab or touch a 3D shape. It is solid. Ooh, remember that special word we were talking about? It's solid, it's real. I can touch it or hold it, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, if you have a whiteboard, you can use your whiteboard. If you don't, you can just watch me. I don't have a whiteboard at home either, so I'm just going to use a blank piece of paper. I want to draw a circle. A circle is a 2D shape because I can draw a circle, right? So I have a piece of paper here, and I'm just going to draw a circle. I'll use this. Okay, there it is. Do you see it? That's my circle. It's 2D. It's two-dimensional. It's flat. I cannot take it off the paper, right? Okay, but what about a sphere? Can I draw a sphere on this paper? A solid object? Or a solid shape? No, I can't, right? This is a sphere. I can touch and hold it, right? I can take this off of a piece of paper. Sure, if I put this down on the piece of paper and I pick it up, yeah, I could do that, right? That's because this is three-dimensional. It's solid. This, a picture of a circle, is not three-dimensional. It's two-dimensional and it's flat, right? Okay. I'm going to do another one. If you have a whiteboard or a piece of paper at home, you can try this too. Go ahead and draw a square on your piece of paper. I'm going to use the same piece of paper because I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to draw a square. I know a square has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Okay, now take a look at it. That's your square, right? Is it two-dimensional or three-dimensional? A square is two-dimensional because it's flat. Can you pick up the square? Go ahead and try. I can't pick it up because it's a 2D shape, right? What about a cube? I can draw a cube, sure, why not? We've learned how to draw cubes, right? By making squares and connecting our vertices. I drew a cube, but this is just a picture of a cube. Here's a real cube. This is a solid cube because I can touch it and hold it, and it's three-dimensional. Okay, very good. All right, we're going to move on, and we're going to play a game. I'm moving myself out of the way. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, this is how the game works. It says, let's play. Help the shapes find their home. Are the shapes 2D or 3D. Are they two-dimensional or are they three-dimensional? So here's the line right here, and you have two shapes. You have this shape here, which is a circle, and you have this shape here, which is a sphere. Now tell me, does it go on the side that's 2D or does it go on the side that's 3D? Help them find their homes. Where do you think they go? And they might not go to the same place. Let's see. If you said that, that's correct. The circle goes to the 2D side and the sphere goes to the 3D side. Very good. Correct. The circle is two-dimensional and the sphere is three-dimensional. Let's try another one. Let's play. Help the shapes find their home. Are the shapes 2D or 3D? Are they two-dimensional or are they three-dimensional? Well, let's see our shapes. This one here is a cube, and this one here is a square. Remember, 2D shapes are flat and 3D shapes are solid. Let's see. Correct. The 2D shape is a square, or the square is 2D, and the cube is 3D. Very good. Let's try again. Help the shapes find their home. Are they two-dimensional or three-dimensional? Here's our shape here. We call it a cylinder. And this shape here is a rectangle. Where do they go? Correct. The rectangle is two-dimensional. It's flat, right? I could not pick up a rectangle off of a drawing, right? But I could pick up and hold this cylinder, right? So a rectangle is 2D and a cylinder is 3D. Help the shapes find their home. Are the shapes 2D or 3D? The first shape we see is a triangle. This shape here is a cone. Where do they go? Very good. The triangle is 2D and the cone is 3D. Very nice. All right, so we're going to get started in our workbooks. Let's go ahead and open up to your Post-it. And you should be on a page that looks just like this, the blue one. All right. Okay, the title of this lesson is
Problem Solving, 2- and 3-dimensional shapes. Essential question: how can you solve problems using the strategy, use logical reasoning?
Okay, so we see our chart, and it looks like the chart we've been doing, but it's a little different this time. It says over here,
2-dimensional shapes,
and over here it says
3-dimensional shapes.
All right, so let's take our pencil and we're going to write that so we remember. This side says two-dimensional shapes. So can you write the number 2, 2D, for two-dimensional. Two-dimensional shapes are flat. On this side, write 3D, because these are three-dimensional shapes. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you a shape and you're going to tell me if it is 2D or if it is 3D. Here we go. First shape. Is this 2D or 3D? If you said 3D, you're correct. This is a sphere, right? So let's go ahead and draw our sphere. To draw a sphere, we draw a circle. But to make it look 3D, we draw a little curve, like that. Good job. Here we go. Next shape. And I didn't take all my shapes with me from school. What's this shape? A circle. Is a circle 2D or 3D? It's 2D. It's a two-dimensional shape. Let's draw our circle on this side here. Great job. Ready? Next shape. Square. Is a square 2D or is it 3D? A square is two-dimensional, so let's draw our square. All right, next shape. A cube. Is a cube 2D or 3D? 3D, good job. To draw a 3D cube, remember we start with a square and then we draw another square, right? And connect our vertices. Nice job. Okay. Next shape. A triangle. Is a triangle 2D or is it 3D? A triangle is two-dimensional because it's flat, right? We can draw it on a paper, but we couldn't pick it up. Good. Next shape is a cone 2D or 3D? It is three-dimensional, so let's draw our cone. To draw our cone, we start with an oval or a squished circle and a point, right? Or one vertex. Good job. All right, almost done. Two more shapes we're going to do. Here's your next shape. A rectangle. Remember, we turn a rectangle sideways and it's a hot dog. If we turn it up, it's a tall building. That's how we know it's different from a square. Is a rectangle 2D or 3D? A rectangle is two-dimensional, so let's draw a rectangle. Remember, it has tall sides and short sides, right? You could do it the other way. If you wanted to draw the hot dog way, you could have done that too. That's all right. Okay, last shape. Here it is. A cylinder. Is a cylinder 2D or 3D? A cylinder is 3D. It's a solid object, solid shape. So let's draw an oval and one line down, one line across, one line back up. Kind of looks like a cup. Great job. Some of you have been taking pictures of your work and sending it to me on Class Dojo, and I'm looking at your drawings, and they're amazing. They're better than mine. I don't know how you got so good at drawing your shapes, but you guys are professional. Okay, I have to erase mine. You keep yours, though, because you keep your work on there, but if I leave it, you already know it's going to go to the next page, and it's going to look silly. Okay, if you have a Post-it or bookmark, go ahead and flip to the next page so we can start our next problem. All right. Okay, go ahead and find red apple number 1. And our directions are, we're going to identify two-dimensional or flat shapes. Trace the circle around the square. So take your pencil. Let's start by tracing the circle around the square. Did you see the square? Good. Let's trace the circle. Okay. Circle other flat shapes. So now we need to go on a hunt. Let's go find the 2D shapes and we're going to circle them. Remember, 2D shapes are flat shapes. You can't pick them up, right? Let's see. Oh, I see one here. This is a flat shape. A circle is 2D. Anything else? This triangle, right? A triangle is two-dimensional and it's a flat shape. Anything else? Oh, this is a triangle. The triangle is 2D or flat. By the way, I know this brain triangle looks a little bit silly, but triangles can look different. So this one has a straight line here on the side, and that's okay. That's still a triangle because it has 1, 2, 3 sides. But this is a triangle too because it has 1, 2, 3 sides. They both have 3 vertices too. Okay, anything else that's 2D? This rectangle, right? A rectangle's flat. If I drew a rectangle on a paper, I couldn't pick it up. Good job. All right, now, next direction, say, to identify, that means find three-dimensional or solid shapes. Trace the X on the sphere. Okay, you see where the sphere is? The sphere looks like this. Oh, there it is. Trace the X. Now we need to mark an X on all the other solid shapes. Okay, so that should be all the leftover shapes, right? Because we already found the 2D shapes. This cylinder is 3D, so let's put an X. Is a cube 3D? Yeah, right, because it's solid. What about the cone? Remember, that's a cone, it's just upside down. Kind of looks like a triangle, but it's not because you can see the curve. Yeah, the cone is 3D. It's a solid shape. What about this? What is that shape? That's right, it's a cylinder turned sideways. So, yep, a cylinder is a 3D shape. It's a solid shape. What is this shape? You know what that is? Never seen that. Oh, it's a cone turned sideways. So a cone is 3D. We can put an X on that. Great job. Okay. You know the drill. Keep your work on there. I gotta erase mine. When you're ready, go ahead and flip your Post-it to the next page or your bookmark if you have a bookmark too. Well, this is a lot. I hope you understand your 3D shapes and your 2D. Remember, they're a little bit different because 2D shapes are flat and 3D shapes are solid. All right, moving on. Go ahead and find number 2, the yellow sun. Put your finger on the yellow sun. Remember, you should be looking at your workbook too, okay? You can use the video, but I want you to be working in your book. So, our directions say to identify, that means find 2-dimensional or flat shapes. Use the color red. Oh, use the red to color flat shapes. Oops, I forgot to tell you to get crayons. If you need to go get crayons, go ahead and grab some. If you want to pause the video, go ahead. And when you're ready, once you have your crayons, you can click play. All right. If you're still watching, that means you have your crayons ready to go. I'm going to get my red. So we have to go find 2D or flat shapes, and we're going to color them in red, okay? Let's start shape by shape. We're going to start with the sphere. Is sphere 2D? Is it flat? No. What about a triangle? Yeah, triangle's 2D, so color it in red. Why didn't my color change to red? Is that supposed to be red? Okay. Coloring it red. Oh, my coloring is not very good. I hope your coloring looks good. Try to stay in the lines. It's a little hard for me because I'm using my computer. All right, what about a cube? Is a cube 2D? Is it flat? No. What about a square? Is a square 2D? Yeah, square is flat. All right, color it in. What about a hexagon? Is a hexagon a 2D shape? Remember, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, a hexagon is flat. Go ahead and color in your hexagon. What about this circle? Is a circle 2D? Yes, it is. A circle is flat. I'm trying my best to stay in the lines. Remember, you want to color all the white parts, right? And remember, we talked about coloring in the same direction because it looks a little bit prettier. If you go up and down, then you go side to side, it doesn't look as good. Your coloring should be 100 times better than Miss Paulino's right now, okay? Because this is hard, really hard to color on a computer. Okay, this shape here, this is a tiny, tiny, tiny rectangle. Is a rectangle 2D? Yeah, a rectangle is 2-dimensional because it's flat. What about a triangle? Yes, a triangle is a 2D shape. What about this cylinder? No, that's 3D. What about a cone? No, that's 3D. What about a cylinder? No, that's 3D. What about a cone? No, that's 3D. Okay, now we're going to identify or we're going to find the three-dimensional shapes. Remember, solid shapes, ones that we can hold, touch, they're real, right? 3D shapes. We're going to use the color blue, so go ahead and get your blue crayon. Or if you're not ready, you can pause the video. When you're ready, click play. If you're still watching, I hope that means you're ready to go. All right, let's go find 3D shapes, three-dimensional shapes. And this is kind of easy because it's just the leftover shapes, right? So if this sphere wasn't 2D, it must be 3D, right? It's a solid object, solid shape. All right, color it in. Oh, yep. I think that was a little hard. What about the cube? Is the cube 3D? Yes, a cube is solid. Go ahead and color your cube. Okay. That one was a little crazy. That's all right. Okay. What about the cylinder? Is a cylinder 3D? Remember, it's just turned sideways. Yes, it is solid. This page is taking a long time with my coloring. What about this shape that looks confusing? It's just a cone, sideways. Is a cone 3D? Yes, let's color in the cone because it's solid. All right, what about the cylinder? Remember, we just colored it and it was this way. It's still a cylinder if it's up and down or if it's side to side. So yes, a cylinder is 3D. It's a solid shape, right? You can touch it, hold it. It's real. Okay, last thing is a cone. Yes, we already know a cone is 3D. Go ahead and color that in. Excellent job, boys and girls. I'm going to start erasing because it's going to take a while. Keep your colors on there. I hope they look so good and you stayed in the lines. And it should look way better than mine. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and move to the next page. Take your poster or your bookmark with you. And I think it's the last page. Go ahead and find green leaf number 3. All right, put your finger on green leaf number 3. Did you find it? It says, draw to show what you know about a flat shape and name the shape. So I want you to pick a 2D shape. We know what 2D shapes are. I want you to draw it here. You get to pick. Which 2D shape do you want to draw? Okay, I know what shape I'm going to do. Yours could be different than mine. That's okay, but it has to be 2D, flat. Ready? I'm going to draw mine. This is the one I was thinking of. What 2D shape is that? A triangle. Good job. I know a triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 vertices. What shape did you draw? How many sides does it have and how many vertices does it have? All right, let's move on. Find blue flower number 4. Put your finger on it. The directions for this problem say to draw what you know about a real object that is a solid shape, so a 3D shape. Name the object and the shape. You pick a 3D shape and draw it here. I know what I'm going to draw. You can pick whatever 3D shape you want. I want to draw this shape. What is this shape? It's a cone, right? It's kind of like this, sitting like this. What do I know about a cone? Well, I know that a cone has a flat surface. It is curved and round, and it has a point at the top, or vertice. What do you know about your shape? What did you draw? How many flat surfaces does it have? How many vertices? Good job. Okay. We're going to put our bookmark on the next page so we're ready for tomorrow's lesson. So take your Post-it or bookmark, whatever you're using. Let's put it on this green page here with the grass field on it and the purple square around it. Okay. Great job. Let me see what we have going on for the rest of the day. I have my schedule on my phone. Don't forget to go on iReady. Yes, because I'm checking. Miss Paulino has access to iReady, so I'm checking from home to see who's going on iReady. Don't forget, also, today you need to draw a map of your neighborhood. That's going to be a little hard. You can just draw a picture of what your street looks like, too, if that's too difficult, okay? And also, I have another video that you need to see, if you didn't already watch it today, about phonics. So it's our letter of the week. I think we have 2 letters of the week this week. Okay? So if you haven't watched our letter of the week video, it's up on Dojo. So ask mom and dad to go to it next. Don't forget to your iReady minutes, okay? You need iReady reading and iReady math and draw a picture of your street or your neighborhood. So many things are going on. Don't forget your sentence writing too, okay? I know you're doing so good. I would love to see what you're working on. If you want to send me a picture of your neighborhood, you can. If you want to send me a picture of you watching my letter video, you can do that. Or you can send me a picture of your work that you did, okay? I miss you all so much. Your pictures make my day. They put a big smile on my face. Okay, I will see you either in the next video or I will see you tomorrow, okay? All right, bye-bye.